Hello guys and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3, the friendly Necromancer. Where we left off last part, we had just escaped the ship, and sadly, we missed a cutscene. I tried to see if there's a way to go back and fix that, but I could not figure out a good way. So I apologize for that. However, we're going to kick things off this episode, trying to orientate ourselves here on wherever we landed and go from there.
Other than the infection, you're more or less intact. A miracle, given everything you've been through. But it'll all be for nothing if you don't find help soon. The tadpole is a death sentence, and the clock is ticking. You need a cure.
That looks so serious right there. What is this? Transmog appearance. Oh, so this is a part of the whole crazy because these bottles and this all go to the same mod. I think even this does. Yes. So these are actually separate mods. We'll try whichever one works first, I think. But the goal is to make ourselves look more like more of a necromancer, or armored at least, than always wearing some kind of cheap robe. I found that when I tested it, it was very rare that I ever found clothing that was actually suitable for a warlock. It was always mainly armor for like medium to heavy class people. Do light pieces, but never really any warlock gear. I won't stall too much longer. Yes. And we can continue. Do not know what I hit for that. Oh. Yes, it is. Oh. And it's no cool. Let's say. There we go. Already have ourselves a little companion. Oh.
You're alive. I'm alive. How is this possible? I remember the ship. I remember falling. Then nothing. No, I don't recognize this place. But anything's an improvement on where we just came from. First things first, we need supplies, shelter, and most of all, a healer. We might have escaped, but we still have these little monsters in our heads. We need each other, and we both know what's at stake. Can't think of better company. One thing, just before we go. I wanted to thank you again for freeing me. It would have been all too easy for you to run right past my pod, but you didn't. I'll remember that. Lead the way.
Alrighty, we got our second assistant for now. And now we start. Or at least that's my goal. So getting used to the WASD mod, mainly because of the fact that on my testing I did not have any mods. So this is going to be a little confusing for me for a bit, but I will do my best to get used to it fast. I'm not entirely sure what companions will keep in our party.
There must be a
I
secret
didn't
somewhere
get any
nearby.
mods to expand the party just because I like the 4-man squad limit, because if you have summoners, then you're already going to be past 4 anyways. I'm not going to be reading the books myself, but I will try to linger on them long enough to where you can pause and read them if you would like. There is a mod that I have on that makes it to where it's less likely for barrels and all that to be empty. Just because I hate whenever I loot an entire room of chests or barrels and I don't find anything. I made sure not to get one that was just going to give me overpowered loot stuff, just because I don't want to cheat the game. And again, technically, it is cheating to do that. Anyways, to increase sense. This is a fast travel point. So as long as we go and unlock these, we can go here on the right and go to different locations.
Get that open easily. Maybe there's another entrance.
That's unlock it. And that's a 20, so I do not trust in my ability to do that yet. There's all these plants, but I honestly don't know much about alchemy and things, but I'll gather them to sell them if I get really desperate for money.
More of those wretched things.
I think that loops all the way back around. Yeah. It should be good to move forward. Yes, I believe so. Oh. I think we should have advantage here. They all look wounded. So I think this will go in our favor pretty easily.
Better stay back. One strike.
Maybe at least I'll give him that. There's no corpses directly around me, so go ahead. I'm gonna hit the same target twice. Try to boost our have a control. She's not yet a cleric, but I will not a paladin because she's a cleric, but I will work on getting her.
No choice but to keep going.
I did learn more about that necromancy items that we found. I read up on the mod a little bit. Those items, including the bottles right here, are kind of like the mod cheat skip items. So if I was to drink these learning juice, I would learn the necromancy spells all at once, but as actions, so it would not technically be fair. That would have all of them all the way up to level 9 necromancy spell right now. So what I'll probably do is put them inside of my storage and just admire them from afar. Right this second.
Healing fast. I need healing.
So we had it then, but we definitely don't have it now. Yeah, that would be our first defeat. Honestly, a bit surprised that we got defeated so easily though. In my testing, they did not hit very often or hard. They often ran away. For the sake of
You're alive.
returning,
I'm alive.
I'll
I
go past this
remember
conversation
the ship.
a little bit faster.
I remember falling. We might have escaped. We need each other. Lead the...
So, that should help us there. Go ahead and reget our system and move forward. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and re-loot everything right here and meet y'all right as I re-engage with the brain intellect devours. That way I'm not making y'all rewatch me loot this whole beach again. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, welcome back. I just relooted the whole beach side and came right back. I do wish to attempt something this time, just because I got curious about the spell. I would like to see if we can summon... Yes, we can. We'll give the spell a try. Glow-in-the-dark skeletons. They'll have 1 HP, but the real goal here to use them is more or less bait. If they use their attacks on them instead of us, it'll give us a little bit more time to take them out one by one. So let's go ahead and hop into this. As you can see, with this mod, undead minions are AI controlled. So I don't have to worry about manually controlling them in combat every time and worrying about if I did it right or wrong.
Best keep some distance, or this will be a short fight.
I personally enjoy it more
Time to
whenever
meet your maker.
companions or summons kind of have a mind of their own, because it makes it more interesting. You're not in control of the whole battlefield. You're really just in control of you and your 3 companions, limiting your advantage to really just what you have. For instance, if I was to have control of those little miniature skeletons, I could have sent all 3 at the same brain later on instead of sending them now, and just hope that they did a lot of damage instead of them taking all those shots right now. Which is actually pretty convenient. It took a lot of the force that we would have put head on again. Like that. He did a saving throw, I think, or he gets one. Nope, he failed. Goodness. Had disadvantage, but that one does not. See, we can knock him prone. He's prone. There we go. Should give us a decent advantage against him.
You fight well. Perhaps our survival isn't such a distant prospect.
Yummy, yummy braids. In case of emergency, cast this spell. And instead of one little hand, we'll just get another 1 HP skeletons. That works for me. I believe I have a mod that makes camping supplies automatically go to camp. I do. Perfect. Really helpful since I find myself hoarding a lot of food and junk, and I don't want to forget that I have them on me.
What path lies before me?
So the WASD mod definitely has a few disadvantages from what I've seen, but overall, it seems to be alright. We could head left or straight. I'm gonna go straight just because there's a lot of bodies in the ship so far, and I would like to reach the bodies, in all honesty. Why not right now? Nice.
There. The mind flayer.
That thing's bound to be dangerous, even if injured. Let's be careful.
Here's a video note. I am supposed to be a friendly necromancer, but am I selfless? We will leave him die. I really don't want to risk having to fight a mind flayer if intellect of ours can already kill me. At this point.
Dead goblins over there. Worth checking the supplies, maybe.
What's going on with that room? Looks unstable somehow.
You approach the sigil on the stone. Magic glitters and swirls from it erratically, as if malfunctioning. It looks slightly dangerous.
A hand? Anyone?
Yes, I think this would be a good one. We wouldn't slap the hand. We don't have good strength, so we wouldn't just grab the foot randomly. We wouldn't leave him to his fate. And we would want to act quickly, so we'll go with this one.
Whatever you're doing is working wonders! Now a quick little pull should do the trick. Hello. I'm Gale of Waterdeep. Apologies. I'm usually better at this. A bit shocked, but friend, it's a relief and a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Say, but I know you, don't I? In a manner of speaking. You were on the Norse Lloyd as well. And I can only assume you too were on the receiving end of a rather unwelcome insertion in the ocular region. No use sugarcoating it, is there? The insertee we speak of, this parasite, are you aware that after a period of excruciating gestation, it will turn us into mind flayers? It's a process known as ceramorphosis, and let me assure you, it is to be avoided. You don't happen to be a cleric by any chance, do you? A doctor? Surgeon? Uncannily adroit with a knitting needle?
You seem to know enough about our condition to realize it's beyond most clerics' skills.
Most, no doubt, but I find myself hoping to be in the presence of the few. You don't happen to be one of them. As we've established, few enough can. It's not exactly a common affliction. We're most certainly going to need a healer, and soon, too. How about we lend each other a helping hand once more and look for a healer together? Most excellent. A parasite shared is a parasite halved, or something to that effect. Oh, but before you think you're about to embark on a journey with most ill-mannered a man, thank you for pulling me out of that stone. It was an act of foresighted kindness, I assure you. For I have the feeling ample opportunities will present themselves for me to return the favor.
And another one. Nice. So, I'll be honest, in my testing, I did manage to find a lot of the companions. So, my goal is to get every companion I can on our side. This is part of being the friendly Necromancer. I believe I need to go this way for another. Yes.
Hurry! I've got one of those brain things cornered. There, in the grass. You can kill it, can't you? Like you killed the others? There. Can you see it? Shh. Not a sound. Not if you want to keep that darling neck of yours. And you, keep your distance. No need for this to get messy.
Couldn't agree more. But if you use that knife, I will incinerate you.
And your friend with me? Hardly. Now, I saw you on the ship, didn't I? Nod? Splendid. And now you're going to tell me exactly what you and those tentacled freaks did to me. Don't lie to me.
Your mind twists. You're looking out of unfamiliar eyes, prowling dark, busy streets. You try to hold the memory, but it fades to the worm. The light, the fear.
What was that? What's going on? You're not one of them. They took you. Just the same as me. And to think, I was ready to decorate the ground with your innards. Apologies. A kindred spirit. My name's Astarion. I was in Baldur's Gate when those beasts snatched me. Is that so? We clearly move in different circles. Turn us into... Of course it'll turn me into a monster. What else did I expect? Although, it hasn't happened yet. If we can find an expert, someone that can control these things, there might still be time. You know, I was ready to go this alone, but maybe sticking with the herd isn't such a bad idea. And you seem like a useful person to know. All right. I accept. Lead on.
Alright, so now we have the creepy, gothic-seeming woman, the overly friendly, danger-prone wizard, and the knife-happy. Perfect. I do not think this is a game to do, but it's worth it. I do see that we have levels up, but I am not really in a hurry with that. These are ropes. He'll probably be our picking expert. Go ahead and turn these off on him. Let's go. Inventory's pretty cluttered right now, but it's alright. Give him some grenades as well. Give me a sword. Now if we
Keep a
here,
blade close.
we'd be able to fix this.
A crooked touch.
Yeah, he seems to have a lot of advantage in what this is doing. Definitely a wise choice using him. That's our life.
Still alive.
However,
So that's
I can't
progress.
fix it, so I will leave it myself. Do you have anything to put on them real quick? The helmet. I don't need to give any of that simple wood. He already has that, doesn't he? What about giving him a funky hat? This one. It seems a bit more his style, I think. That giant group already behind us. That's splendid. Already need to fix bodies. and try to see if he can lockpick that door for us. Could be. Alright, worth a try.
Trust no one. Let's
Okay.
crack it open.
And we'll go ahead and go with this. Say that, and we're just short. Oh, we can try again. Nice.
Good. You got it open. Just like that.
Go ahead and level one up real quick. Big scary door just got unlocked. We might as well level up. So subclass, we're gonna go Necromancer. Ooh. Pretty nice. Spells. These will go ahead and go with we'll go with that one. Yeah, that seems like a cool combination. Of course, being kind of like a, well, technically, that's almost like a holy spell, sort of. So that would make us closer to like a holy necromancer. Contradiction that sounds pretty pleasing. I think that would be our go-to. Yeah, we'll get rid of Witch Bolt for the false stuff. Seeing as how these two don't have anything to do with necromancy or holy magic. That should be good for this. Oh, turn on that. Yeah. She doesn't seem to get anything truly. Yeah, nothing truly. Dude. I did not expect her to be able to get undead spells. So she could be like a Shadow Knight. I'm gonna make her a paladin. Let's get rid of. We definitely want to have that. And that. I think honestly, she has a pretty good combo right now. I do not intend on keeping Gale in my actual party, I don't think. Unless I was to make him into another Necromancer. But I don't think I want to do that. I'm thinking Paladin, Necromancer, Rogue, and maybe a... I was thinking maybe a Bard. But I think I'll have to see whatever companions we come across and go off of that. I'll just go off of whatever we need him. I'll just throw these randomly on him since I don't plan on using him. I don't have a problem with Gale as a character. It's just having two warlocks is a bit excessive. Alright. Go ahead and save, because I don't trust myself. And move forward.
How considerate.
It tracks. Oh, cool. Anything else right here? Space. No space.
Yes. Getting a distinct whiff of crypt. Disturbed, too. Till now.
Someone's left a trap for us.
There's one trap. So when there's one, there's more. I really feel like that's a bad idea, but does that do anything?
Well met. I am a magical projection of Gale of Waterdeep, and if you see this manifestation, that means I have prematurely perished. However, for reasons that cannot be disclosed, it is of vital importance that my death be remedied at your earliest convenience. You may rest assured that I do not speak out of self-preservation alone. Many lives depend on my return to the living within the span of 2 days. I trust I've made myself clear. No need. I have upon my deceased person a magical item that can accomplish my return. But such is the value and rarity that it is protected by a multi-layered security protocol. I will now explain the protocol. Step 1 is to retrieve from my person a pouch I wear over my heart. Next, you must unthread the purple seam that seals it in a counterclockwise fashion. Do not touch any other colored strand. Inside the pouch, you will find a folded letter and a tiny flute. Unfold the letter and note the markings in the top and bottom corners. These are the notes you will need to play. Starting from the bottom right, play the notes in correct order, clockwise this time. Upon completion of the tune, a magma method will appear, which will pose the following question. Iskcha Chisnaga. This is Ignan for what is my name? The answer is Kasitrak Ash. Pronounce the name correctly, and the method will breathe on the letter. Stay clear, because the little scamp can melt metal. Words will now appear on the letter's surface, effectively turning the letter into a scroll of true resurrection. Use it to bring me back to life. Excellent. Now repeat my instructions back to me, please. In that case, this will be an easy exercise. Step 1. Have it your way. I can only hope your memory stretches further than your patience. Best of luck with the protocol. May my cold, dead hands soon be refilled with the warmth of life so they can shake yours in gratitude.
He's gonna live long enough to save him. Yeah. Oh man. Alrighty. Lesson learned. Let's leave the big exploding one. I think I saw there's a door on the other side. That may be where we go next.
Guys, caution is
And by
warranted
maybe
here.
I make this.
This whole place really
Goodness, how many traps were there? Where's our Yeah, we're all here. None of that craziness over here. How? Well, at least this one seems safe. It's not telling me I'm fighting a deception check. But it's still pretty crazy. Mystery thing, huh? Oh, this is really worth it. Alrighty then. We're gonna go ahead and call it there for today's episode. Hope to see you guys in the next one. And like in last episode, if you have any suggestions or need help with anything, feel free to ask down below. Peace out, guys.